A lot of intelligent men become confused with women because they assume that attraction works logically, in that if he is talking to a woman and she's enjoying talking to him, she's smiling and they're getting along, he assumes that the attraction is there and it's building. Yet it often isn't the case. Instead, she's enjoying the conversation, but she's not feeling sexually attracted to him. She's not thinking that she wants to kiss him, have sex with him, and get into a relationship with him. And the conversation can go on for hours, and she's still not feeling it, because he's making one or more of the following mistakes that I'm going to point out in this video that if he didn't make, then she would actually feel sexually attracted to him. The same woman, same man, and a completely different outcome. When he's making these mistakes, she's thinking, yeah, he's nice or he's a good guy, but I'm not feeling a spark. But when he doesn't make these mistakes, she's then feeling those butterflies. She's feeling turned on and she wants him sexually. So the first mistake that an intelligent man will often make that will cause a woman to see him as sexually unattractive is that he leads with his strength, that being his intelligence. Since his intelligence is his strength, he wants to showcase that. He wants to be able to let a woman see how intelligent he is by talking about topics that require a bit of intelligence, or talking in a way where he seems quite intelligent. And that can be enjoyable for the woman, because there are a lot of intelligent women out there who can have an intelligent, intellectual, deep conversation that is quite complex, but it's not the thing that is going to be making her feel sexually attracted and turned on. And because the conversation is continuing and she's contributing to the conversation, the intelligent man continues along that path of having the serious, logical, maybe political, philosophical, or intellectual conversation with her. And he keeps going, and eventually it begins to feel like a conversation that she may have with a coworker or a male friend or something like that. Or it feels a bit businesslike, it feels neutral, and it lacks that sexual and romantic spark. Another mistake is that he becomes too focused on the literal meaning of a woman's words. So for example, she says something like, guys only want one thing, and he then assumes that she is a woman who would not have sex easily. And he then tries to show her that he is a guy who wouldn't want to have sex with her right away or very quickly, and just sees her in a friendly way or a neutral way. And even though he may be an academically intelligent guy, in that moment he's lacking some social intelligence, in that if a woman says that guys only want one thing, it usually means that she has had sex with guys very quickly, and that she is usually attracted to guys who want to have sex with her, and that is her experience in life, that guys just want to have sex with her, and she ends up doing it. So it doesn't mean that she's the sort of woman who is attracted to guys who just want to be her friend, or who want to behave as though they're innocent and would never think about having sex with her. Instead, she's essentially just communicating what she has been experiencing in life. It's the same if a woman says something like, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, or I'm not looking to date anyone right now. And the guy who is intelligent but lacking a bit of social intelligence will take her words literally. Right? She's not looking for a relationship right now. Okay, so she doesn't want anything at all to do with men, essentially. She's just doing her own thing. But what it actually means in almost all cases is that she's open to something casual. She doesn't want a serious relationship right now. She's open to having some casual sex and seeing where it goes, but she doesn't want a guy coming at her trying to get into a relationship with her. Likewise, if she says, I'm not looking to date anyone right now, she's usually saying that to a guy who seems like he's looking at her as his girlfriend or future wife, and he's becoming very serious when she doesn't want anything serious right now. And a guy who is more socially intelligent or experienced with women will understand what she's saying and know that she would be cool in almost all cases with hooking up with him and him not being serious about her. So essentially hooking up, no strings attached, or friends with benefits sort of situation, or just a casual situation. And if he's good with women, if he's experienced with women, he will also know that after the sex has happened, women usually change. They then start falling in love and they want a relationship. But if she's the sort of woman who's saying, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, or not looking to date anyone right now, and a guy's coming at her with that energy of like, I want to be your boyfriend, then she's going to be rejecting him. She's not going to be seeing him as an attractive guy that she wants to be with. She's going to see him as a guy who is trying to offer something to her that she doesn't want. And as a result, she's usually going to reject him. Number 3, he assumes that an intellectual connection will turn a woman on like it does for him. So when an intelligent man comes across an intelligent woman and they're able to create an intellectual connection, that's exciting for him. It's like, right, this girl can talk about all the things that I want to talk about. He may be talking about engineering and quantum physics, or he may be talking about politics, philosophy, economics, and so on. And they're really having a great conversation about it. They are connecting intellectually, and they may have some things in common in terms of how they view the world or the things that they understand. And he starts to feel aroused by that. He's thinking, this is great. We've got this in common. She can talk about the things that I want to talk about. And he feels more attracted to her. He starts to feel aroused by her. Like, this is an amazing woman. She's special. She's different. But he doesn't realize that the woman isn't going to feel as sexually aroused by the intellectual connection as he does. Now, it doesn't mean that she's not enjoying it or that she won't really like that about him if they were to get into a sexual relationship. But it's not the thing that is going to make a woman feel sexually turned on in almost all cases. Unless she's like a nerd and she doesn't really come across a guy who is able to understand her and she becomes turned on by that. But in most cases, the woman isn't going to be turned on by it. She's going to enjoy it, but she's going to want him to add in something else into the interaction rather than just that intellectual connection. Rather than just that connection, she's going to want him to be sparking her attraction, which is different from just connecting with a woman. Connecting with a woman is getting along with her. Attracting her is turning her on. Completely different. Another mistake or a reason why an intelligent man will be unattractive to a woman is that he tries to get her to like him for logical reasons. So, for example, he'll mention his job or where he lives, and he'll be thinking that she should then like him and feel attracted to him for that because those are good things. He lives in a good area. He's got a good job. So the woman should then be thinking, oh, right. He's living in a good area, he's got a good job, so he's a great candidate, he's the right guy for me. But it's not how attraction works. That's a logical thing. It's the guy being good on paper. But what women do is that they mostly go with how they feel, which is why a woman can have a good job, for example. And on paper, she's been saying that she wants a guy who has an equally good job or maybe better than her. But then she comes across a guy who is a bit of a bad boy or a charming guy, or he's flirtatious and makes her laugh. They're all different types of guys who can attract women. And she ends up feeling butterflies with him. She ends up smiling and flirting back and showing interest, and she feels attracted, and she opens up to the first kiss, and they kiss, and then they have sex, and they get into a relationship, even though he doesn't have a job that is as good as hers, or he's not the sort of guy that she had written down on paper in terms of all the different things that a guy needs to have in order to be with her. Instead, she's just going with how she feels. Whereas when she comes across a guy who is trying to get her to like him for logical reasons, she'll think about those logical reasons and she'll think, okay, well, he's got a good job and he seems like a good guy. He seems quite intelligent. But she'll then be saying to herself or just feeling that she doesn't feel a spark with him. And she may say that to the guy. She may say that you're a great guy, but sorry, I don't feel a spark. Or it was nice meeting you, but the spark isn't there. And the guy's thinking, well, what the heck? He may have gone to a lot of trouble to look good. He's got his life in order. He's got his mind and brain in order. He's a smart guy. And the woman's saying that the spark isn't there? Like, what's going on? What will have been going on is that he will have been trying to make the woman like him for logical reasons, based on how well he is treating her, how well he is presenting himself in terms of his character when she asks him questions about himself. He's talking about how honest and loyal he is, or maybe he talks about how disciplined he is, if he's a guy who goes to the gym all the time and he has a great body and he's done a great job with that. And he's thinking, right, the girl is now going to think, okay, this guy's disciplined, so I've got to get with him. But she's not thinking like that. She'll be looking at his muscles, for example, and thinking, okay, he looks good. He has an attractive physique, but she's still not feeling a spark, that romantic spark, because he's trying to get her to like him for logical reasons, but attraction doesn't work in a logical way. It's a feeling that happens in response to certain behaviors and traits being displayed. Right, so if a guy, for example, is disciplined, that's a good thing. And he's also intelligent, fantastic. But if he's then insecure when he's interacting with her, and he's placing her above him in terms of value, then it doesn't matter that he is disciplined and intelligent, because she doesn't want a guy who's insecure and who is placing her above him in terms of value. She then feels like she's going to be doing the guy a favor by getting with him, and that then turns her off. She doesn't feel that spark where she feels like, oh, I'd be lucky to get with this guy. Instead, it's a case of, well, should I give this guy a chance? Another mistake that causes an intelligent guy to seem unattractive to women is that he doesn't flirt because he assumes that it might make him seem immature, sleazy, or too forward. Some intelligent guys also worry that they might seem a bit silly, and they want to seem serious and logical and straightforward and very well put together. So they don't want to be showing a side of themselves to the woman where they're flirting with her and showing some sexual interest in her, and playfully or subtly hinting at there being sexual attraction and sexual tension between him and her, playfully hinting or suggesting that they may do something after the date, or that she may be hitting on him. There are so many different ways to flirt, and if you want to get some examples, I'll put up a video at the end of this video with examples of what to say and do to flirt with women to create that sexual tension. But for a lot of intelligent guys, they feel confused by women, dating, and relationships because from the intelligent guy's perspective, he's thinking, if I'm smart, I'm respectful, I treat women well, and I've got my life together, they should naturally want me. But it doesn't work that way because attraction doesn't work logically. Instead, women react in real time to a man's behavior, and their attraction is literally rising and falling based on the behavior that he is displaying around them. And that means that you have a lot of control over how much or little attraction you make a woman feel for you. And that's one of the reasons I created Master Attraction, because most guys out there have never been taught how attraction really works with women. The lessons at Master Attraction go deeper into attraction and give you examples of what to say and do to attract women, so you're no longer just hoping that a woman will like you. Instead, you know for sure that you're going to spark her attraction when you interact with her, and you're also going to have the confidence to move things forward without getting rejected. So hopefully this video has helped you understand a bit more about why intelligent men will sometimes struggle to attract women sexually, even though they have a lot going for them intellectually. If you want to learn some examples of what to say and do to flirt with a woman to create that sexual spark so she's not just looking at you as a friend, check out the video on the screen now. Otherwise, I look forward to helping you in the next video.